on our clan. I think we just ask them and see what happens. But worst case scenario, you and I play Diamond. But I think canceling on a team last minute is pretty bush league.
Yeah, I know, but it's not my choice. Tito is on. Not on StarCraft, but he's on, so...
All right, message him. And Crosby, what's Crosby?
I don't know Crosby's league.
Rain Truth is on. So Drunk Dealer, Rain Truth, Keto, or Crosby could be our last platinum player.
I've been playing like shit though today. I'm like on a losing streak with disconnected shit. I played like 20 games something, or maybe more.
You just beat a Masters player.
Yeah,
You can do anything.
I think it's possible. Alright, Kiddo's on, so I guess he can play.
Alright, Keto, Kata, me, you, and then if we can find another Diamond player before we play, we can just have them
Yeah,
instead.
I asked Dark Templar.
But what's his tits just got off?
Who?
Mad Monk. Who's your contact with them?
Man Monk.
Okay. So Keto's good to play?
I don't know. He connected, but
Shit.
alright. So Kiddo's on.
Kata's in game.
So Kiddo, Kata, me, and you.
Yeah. Kata's in game, so he's gonna be next.
So I guess Kiddo will play in the party.
Yeah, it's either forfeit or we play.
Nice. Alright.
Kata is ready. I'm really surprised I got everybody together. I'm such a boss. You weren't even gonna be online, and I saved the day.
Yeah, I was. I was online all day. Went to take a shower.
You
I'm
were
back.
away for an hour.
Yeah, but I checked before taking my shower.
Alright, so... Alright, Ketone's in first. Oh my god. Is that?
It's that.
Oh, alright, so... Monk needs to get people in. He said all 4 players ready.
Alright. Alright, so my cast is on, but the music's not on.
Okay. Bushido, fake Bushido, Dark Templar, Drunk Dealer,
Drunk.
and Rain Truth are on.
Yeah, but we have both our platinum.
I'm just saying in case one of them has
Yeah,
to leave.
yeah. Alright, I'll be right
Um,
back grabbing my pets.
And Dark Templar is a diamond.
Yeah, but he's not answering.
Do we have any vetoes?
No. But the first map. Oh my god, the sound. Alright, the first map is orbital, anyways,
Why?
because we picked that, me and Mad Monk.
So is it orbital? Santos just chose.
No, we actually choose.
Alright, I don't even care. Protocol's a shit map. Mad Monk setting up the stream. Are we live?
Yeah, we live.
Okay. I sent more intro songs to you, like 5 more.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't have.
So
time.
whenever you get around to it, it's fine.
Alright. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a Clanwar tomorrow. No, Monday and then Wednesday. Let me set up my cell phone for the.
Okay, what does TAW stand for?
Let's check. That will be useful.
The Art of Warfare.
The art of warfare. Alright.
Okay, let's go. Santos is Zerg, Pink Zerg. Well, I'm glad this was able to happen.
Yeah.
We're a little bit behind, but that's okay because Santos was setting up his stream, so it's technically not. We're not late, so. Just glad that we are having a clan match, and potentially we can keep having clan matches with
Yeah.
the Art of War.
Warfare. Alright, so the first matchup will be TVZ.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, I do like it, but sometimes it's really hard. Depending on what tech they choose.
Yeah, I'm just talking spectator-wise, but
Yeah.
also happens to be my strongest matchup playing.
Oh. Someone's lagging a bit.
Okay, all 3 players are loaded for me.
Alright.
Okay, our first map here on Orbital Shipyard to start off our clan war versus the Art of Warfare. We're going to be strategic innovation. So starting at the top right of the map, it's going to be our orange Terran representing SIClan. It's going to be Kata.
That's spawning on the bottom left, we have for the Art of Warfare, Sunfos.
Oh, I think I've been calling him Santos this whole time. That's alright.
Alright.
Okay. Platinum versus Platinum. See if this map's features will come into play. Whether we'll have a macro game or some cheesy play. But I kind of feel like it's going to be macro.
Yeah.
Player expanding first.
At least for the beginning. I need to backtrack. The title's not right. Sorry guys, I just wanna change the title real quick. Alright, I'm back.
Okay. So I feel like at Platinum level, Zerg versus Terran, you don't really see too many multi-pronged drops. It's more just getting your army and doing mostly frontal pushes.
I'll say, I think you can see some drop, but obviously they're not as efficient as Diamond or Master League. But it really depends, because I feel like some players right now are still in Plat, but they can be in Diamond, so we'll see his drop control.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I would say this goes to like a 2 base or possibly a 3 base push from either player. Zerg's probably gonna go Roach Ravager, if I had to guess.
Yeah. But I remember that Kata's style is a little bit like like Kesai, in a sense that like he's gonna be secure on 2 base, have a small army and keep pushing constantly while he's taking the 3rd base. Usually that's what we see from Kata. So it's the first time seeing Sandfoss. Actually, it's the first time we're doing Clanwar against TAW. So we don't know the players yet. I'm not sure what style they like or they're going for usually. So.
Yeah, both players being active in scouting early, and Kata knows when that 3rd base is going to come down here. Sanfos hasn't really done too many things yet. He's kind of just getting his economy up, getting that Zergling speed. Whereas Kata's opting for a reactor on his barracks and an early factory. So the 3rd base is going to come down for the Zerg player here. Don't know. He won't scout that right away.
But, alright. The CV going to the natural to see, I guess, the drone count. Making sure...
Yeah, we might see some reactor hellions here behind a 3rd command center for Kata. Zerglings just poke up a second too late, but they do scout the reactor factory, so probably those hellions are on the way, or wouldn't mind.
And we see also a 3rd CC down for Kata.
Yeah, it looks like Roaches are going to be the initial choice here for the Zerg player, which would work very well against reactor hellions like this. He's getting that creep spread started too, maybe connecting his main to his 3rd base here, which will give his queens a lot more mobility.
Yeah. And I feel on this map, like, I actually changed the Prion for Orbital. So I noticed that it's really important to connect all your bases against Terran, because the Liberators, like, you have good control if they siege up, but you need like the creep to move your queen faster between the bases.
Yeah. Oh, and an armory coming down, so we might see some Hellbat play here. Banshee is on the way too. And our Zerg player does have some safety roaches down. So I think he's in a good position to defend this. He has 3 queens currently. 4th one's on the way. So that 4th queen should be out for the Banshee, and these 7 roaches that are going to be out should be more than enough to handle the Hellions.
Yeah. But the thing I don't like is that he doesn't have any spore. So if the Banshee has cloak, which Kata is going for, it's gonna be really annoying, and he doesn't have a lair, so the detection will be really hard for Sandfoss.
I don't know if he's scouted at all either, because that's a pretty easy tell. If you go in there and you see a Tech Lab upgrading something at your starport, you pretty much just assume it's cloak. Delayer is started. It will be a little bit behind the cloak, but you still should be okay. It won't be like massive damage. He does have to build an overseer though when he finishes. That's really important. Meanwhile, Cat is just gonna land this third command center in place, most likely, behind his aggression.
Alright, I really like that Sandfoss has a really good timing there with the force. Alright, not really nice, but I mean, at least he put down the force, so.
Yeah, targeting drones. A little bit on clean drones. This is some good damage here. The Spore will finish up, and that will make this Banshee go away. And Layer is done too, so Overseer is started.
Alright, not too much kills, like 5 kills.
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely a good trade there from Kata.
Yeah. But moving that Spore though, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, that Overseer's coming over. He's
Yeah,
gonna
but the
need
Queen
another...
is out. Oh, he needs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ooh, the
pick
Spore
up there,
move
yeah.
turns out to be the clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that other Queen that was spreading creep could have been over there to assist, but really not taking too much damage. He needs to start injecting that third hatchery again. Overlord speed being researched, so one of your favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kata's just up. He's up 3 workers, or I guess now he's up at like 6, 7 workers, and he has that fresh third base. There is an attack moving out, a big roach push moving in.
The push is gonna be hard to hold.
Yeah, these roaches don't have speed though, that's gonna be pretty detrimental, but looks like they're just moving their way through. These Banshees should... Oh, there's a tank out too. Banshee and tank should slow down, but there will probably be worker losses here. This tank getting sieged up, he needs to move his workers back.
Yeah,
Save his...
probably some friendly fire there.
Yeah, not too much micro with the workers. He's actually pulling the workers, which I don't like. He needs to...
Oh, he's using the workers to surround, so... And he has mules. I guess for a Terran it's not that bad to do that. But, yeah.
He lost about 10 or 12 workers off the back of that, which...
Actually,
you know, isn't the
actually
worst.
17 workers went down.
Really? Yeah, that's a little bit
That's a lot.
heavy there. So, both players getting some work done here, getting worker kills. As far as tech goes, the Zerg player is going for a Baneling Nest and his upgrades, but nothing really like no Hydralis Den coming down for lurkers, no Spire, no Infestation Pit. It looks like he's just content to go for brute force with Roach, Baneling, Raptor.
I think early game it's okay, but if Kata can hold like the first and second push, it's gonna be really hard with that tech.
Yeah, and he's got 2 factories with tech labs, so if he goes for the siege tank count, that's very good against that composition.
Yeah.
The only thing he has to worry about is obviously the corrosive bile. But, I mean, his upgrades are good. 2-2's on the way for the Terran player, where melee is now on the way for the Zerg. So, yeah, Kata has a good spot here. I like the upgrades and I like his army.
Yeah, what I like about Sandfoss is the creep. Creep spread is really good. So Kata will have to go on creep there. Oh, losing 1 medevac already.
That Banshee's very low health too, but nothing really to shoot at it. Those tanks are not siege up with his...
Oh, and the huge ball!
Yeah,
Oh,
those Banelings were pretty good on that bio.
Yeah.
2 tanks were taken out with corrosive bile too. Pretty even trade as of right now. Both players losing a huge chunk of that army. Reinforcements aren't on the way here for Kata. We're kind of just sitting at the third base. But we do see a Lurker Den being morphed in here from the Zerg player. That'll be really good in defending that 4th base if he's able to get that down. I would even hate to see some Hydralis added on earlier because, you know, there are medevacs.
He's losing the Banshee.
A little bit sloppy there from Kata.
I think what Kata needs to add is more Banshees, so when the Lurkers are gonna be out, at least he will have some anti-air against the Lurkers.
Yeah.
But I do really like the position of Sanfos.
Yeah, I like Kata's position. Well, he's actually getting the gold base there. It's pretty ballsy. Um, maybe just tightening up the siege and aggression. I like the Terran if he's able to hit before the
He needs to spread his
the
unit
lurkers.
though.
Those
Spread!
little
Oh no
mines
no!
have to use
Oh,
those phalanx.
yeah. Didn't spread any units.
Yeah, that's tough. But tanks are pushing it away. The Zerg could push him if he wanted to, but I don't know. These reinforcements are not rallied so quickly. They're just kind of waiting there. Alright, 11 Hydralisks are being added on. There's one siege tank and two siege tanks and a little bunch of bios here. Looks like everything's being taken out here. This base is going to be forfeited if he's unable to siege these tanks up. Yeah, this is not looking good for the Terran, but he's able to find some high ground for the tanks. The base is forfeit there, Kata.
At least
If we look at the supplies, it's 150, 160 to 120 in favor of the Zerg player. Lurkers are on the way.
And I think the downfall here is really displacing of the Marine. Because Sanfos had like the
He
dream
needs
engagement.
gas on that base there.
He's going for the
He's-
Doom drop,
He's bypassing the Lurkers altogether.
which I like. He'll have the upper ground,
Yeah, this is gonna get sandwiched though if he's not careful.
but he do really need to siege up. Or to
These
move away.
medevacts
Alright.
are gonna be saved. Yeah, he needs that gas on the fourth base. Because if you look like he
Yeah,
has
he's
a ton of
starving,
minerals. Upgrades. 2-2 hasn't started for the Zerg player. More roaches being added on, so he's just going more for brute force rather than upgrades or technology, so I don't know. Terran is taking that fourth base too, so I'd say each player is pretty even at this point.
Yeah. But what's worrying for Sanfos is the tank counts keep going up. And he's taking out Marine, which is good, but the tank counts, like, he didn't trade off the tank, so the longer the game goes, more tanks will be like would be there for the Terran army. So that's where the hardest part for Zerg, I feel like.
Yeah, he has 3 tanks queued up now too. Zerg needs to take that gas. Like I can't stress that enough. Like look how many minerals and how much gas he has. Like as soon as you get your fourth base, the first thing that should go up is your gas anyways. The fact he's not getting it is really gonna hurt him. He's not getting the upgrades.
Yeah.
And he's not getting those gas heavy units like the Lurkers or the Hydralisks. But in order to take this engagement, Kata needs to take some good splits here.
Yeah.
And
But he doesn't have any veins, and the thing is,
this
Kata
tank is
has
so tough. Like, this wild thing is really great.
Kata has the position there.
Yeah, that's good cutting off all those Zerg bases from his army. And more reinforcements
And
waiting.
he's gonna take out the third base, which is not mining gas, which the gas is not really saturated either.
Yeah, it's really the story of Santos.
Oh
right
no,
here.
he's
It's
moving
just-
back
oh,
before taking it out.
could have sniped
Oh
it.
no!
Yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult to snipe in a little bit, but
Yeah, but he'll
he
need
just
to
needs
go in
his
again.
Macro up. He needs to get on top of that production. Does the Zerg player, but Kata's force is looking really strong here. Zerg is maxed out, so can't underestimate his maxed out Zerg. So Sanfos is not out of this game by any means, but he's going to need to defeat this army.
Yeah.
Which is looking pretty strong.
But the hardest part is gonna be to remax. He has 18 larvae only. He's been missing inject, so that's gonna be the hardest part if it comes to that. But for now, I think it's really even.
A drop is coming down, taking off some drones on the new fourth base. Able to snipe it with all the drones in that base, but Ling's running into
The Bane.
Baron's fourth base.
All right, Bane's getting a good hit there. And
So
we
each
see
player-
Sanfos forcing the lift off. Right, Wiscan, knowing what's there. But he will like it's a trap. He will get surrounded.
Alright, those tanks need to be in a good position here. It looks like he's going to go for a two-pronged attack. He does see the other half of the army over there. Yeah, this is a good trade here for the Terran. The other army is too far away right now, losing almost 30 supply in flings and a few riches. He's looking to pick off the reinforcing SCVs to the 4th base, which is good. But his army's kind of out of position here. Flank on the tanks from the side. Looks like Zerg's trying to go for a full wrap around that. It is a good concave, but there's just too much tanks here.
Yeah.
Even on siege, they blast through roaches easily. And it's a slaughter.
And GG's call. That's surprising. It was kind of early to call GG in my opinion, but
Yeah, he was down 150 supply to 80.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him, but I mean he had 600 minerals, 600 gas in the bank. He could have won in a very long drawn out game maybe, but
yeah.
okay, SIClan looking strong in the beginning. Alright, Kata and Keto need to go eventually. So we gotta keep an eye out for any platinums that might want to join.
Okay, perfect.
Just in case one of them has to leave. Yeah, I guess they have Valentine's Day plans
Yeah.
tonight. So this is really good of them. Do you have a cell phone by your computer?
Yep. Why?
Because I was looking up the cause of like white noise and stuff, and they said it could be like your USB connector, or it could be like like a cell phone close by.
Yeah, but the sound is different. I I, I know the sound of the white noise caused by a cell phone. Usually, it's when it rings or when you receive a message or something. You'll hear
Yeah.
it buzz, but I think the white noise we are having it's only either C3 or either like the connection. It seems to be a connection white noise.
Okay.
Or it can also be the sensitivity that's too high or something.
Mr. Olive Tree is on too.
Yeah, actually we have Mr. Olive Tree has a friend in another under the clan that we are trying to set up a clan war against. So we should have a lot of clan wars coming up. And like new clans also, like on Monday is gonna be against Dieter, we never played them, and on Wednesday is gonna be VRXT.
Looks like Dark Templar is watching. That's good. Um, yeah, we want to get as many new people involved as possible.
Yep.
So, um, just making sure that anybody who wants to play can play, and us old veterans are not hogging up all the positions. Okay, so the second map is Dust Towers. Wonder if it's um, if it's the headset, if it's like the connection, or
I don't know. Is my white noise bad? Like, because you still have a white noise, but it's. I mean, it's only when you speak before you're speaking. So I guess it's the sensitivity.
Yeah. It's like I notice it like when I watch a stream, whenever you're talking to like Dalek and I'm not even on,
Hmm.
like it'll still be there. So it's just I think it might be like C3 or our headset, one or the other. Um, I don't know if it would happen on TeamSpeak or not, or Razer.
I don't remember having that problem on Razer, but Razer the sound was kind of a little bit weird.
Yeah, you sounded like a Squidward off of SpongeBob.
I don't even know how Squidward sounds.
What happened to your childhood?
I'm too old. It was have been creepy if I would been watching SpongeBob. I was like 15.
Yeah, you're like 50 years old. I forgot.
Yeah, actually I'm gonna have 60 next year.
No, you don't have to like be an avid watcher of SpongeBob. You just have to know a character or two.
Oh, but the thing is, like, I'm French, so if even if I know the voice, maybe it's in French. All right.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. I'll do the music.
Spawning on the top right of Dust Towers, it's our Red Terran representing SIClan, or TAW, Red Rider.
And spawning on the bottom left, representing the SIClan, we have Kada, which is up one game.
I hadn't realized it was a TVT. But it should be interesting on this map because there are some strategic places for siege tanks.
Yeah, and we kind of like been better at casting TVT since we cast so much TVT and TVP.
Yeah, definitely. I just watched a game recently where we saw it was like Speed, who Artosis said's the Korean Rookie of the Year prediction, but he dropped like a siege tank and a little bit of bio right here and set up a siege position, and really took out that natural base. Both players actually did, but I feel like that's a really strong tactic for this map.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the first I've seen of it.
But I think you need really good micro and be confident in your micros to pull that off. So I think it really comes to confidence in that build and how much damage you can do, because I think you're putting yourself behind. So if you don't do damage, it's like basically going link drop.
No, why do you think it's putting you behind? You're making the units anyways.
No, but like you're spending time to micro them. So if you're not like not good enough, but if you're not macroing behind it, it's gonna put you behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the case for everything, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But some builds are like more micro intensive. So yeah, it's like when you're doing the build for Ravager push. Like it's really hard to macro behind it. I mean, you can make drones, but at one point you'll be oversaturated. So going back to make structure is really the key part where you don't want to be attacked. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so variation in the builds, we got a quick tank coming out from Red Rider and a starport, whereas Kata has a tech lab coming up to the factory, a little bit behind on a starport, and he opted for an earlier engineering bay. Nothing has been built except for a turret. So we'll see why he decided to go that route, but neither player getting a command center yet. Medevac, tanks out for Red Rider. Looks like a Banshee will be started up here from Kata. He likes the Banshee play.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think he got that early missile turret?
To defend against drop, maybe. Like it's gonna be good against the Widowmine drop, or either like a full Marine drop.
Does any aggression come out at like 3 minutes? I didn't know like there was a way Terran could have something like a Liberator or a Widowmine drop in your base at 3 minutes, but
No, not that 3 minutes. Maybe it's a bit early, but
I don't know TVT too well. Yeah, maybe just play. Oh, a Marine's left behind. That's sad. There was like one spot in that
Yeah.
medevac, and
They're
they
like,
forgot him
no, you're staying home.
by himself, except for his SCVs. Okay, we got a Banshee on the way here from Kata and a double drop on the way for Red Rider. We'll see if he opts to go for a position like here or on the side, um, or he decides to do a frontal push here. But on the way for Red Rider is also missile turret, so he should be okay against the Banshee in the mineral line.
Yeah. But he can still siege up against, like right here, and take out
Alright,
like the
this is good reaction
add-ons.
time from Kata. He quickly gets over there. Tanks are sieging up. One of them is going to be focused down here.
Oh, good micro there. One
One
pickup.
medevac goes down. That's going to be tough, but okay. So one tank for one tank, and more bio goes down for Kata. Yeah, this is what I mean. That base is canceled.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Red Rider doesn't have a base of his own.
And the
I don't know how
tank
much
and the
he's going to get
medevac's
done
going
here.
out. Yeah.
That siege tank, did it just melt?
Yeah. It
Oh.
was on the medevac, so when he picked it up, it died.
Oh, this is not good. The boy's being pulled, trying to surround that tank and bio, but this is just devastating.
Yeah, I mean he will be able to hold, but
Yeah, that's not very good. As far as workers go, 17 to 26, that's a massive difference.
yeah,
It's
and they're
really
all
big.
low health now, so
Yeah, this is good micro here from Red Rider.
yeah.
That Cloak Banshee was forced to retreat all the way home. He has 0 kills for Kata. Okay, so the second barracks and more production is being thrown on from Red Rider. I just like his position now because obviously he's leading so far in economy.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how Kata does, how he responds. Maybe
Yeah.
getting that Banshee to do something. Like, could be a way he gets back in this game, but he's opting to play very conservatively with it.
I think
His
he needs
his
it
command
at
center is
home,
earlier,
though.
though. That's one thing he has going for him.
And the Widow Mine, I like that. The Widow Mine can change the whole game. If it gets a good connection, let's say on the full medevac.
Okay, he sends it down to the natural. In case any drops do come in, he's
Mhm.
protected somewhat.
Another
And
drop
there are
coming.
3 medevacs, 2 medevacs on the way.
Yeah. 2 tanks, and a handful of marine.
Yeah, so Red Rider has 4 tanks to Kata's 2. And the medevac counts 3 higher. But Kata's not out of it as far as economically speaking because he will have more mules on the way.
Yeah. He's actually still behind, but like I said, the Widow Mine can get really good connection there. Oh no, he on siege.
Coming in. Yeah, he's gonna get those tanks sieged up. It's gonna be really important here. These Banshee and tanks are gonna be sent in. Looks like he will have enough to clean it up. But these little moves are denying mining time.
Oh,
So-
the hero Banshee. At 2
Yeah.
health.
So he got some denied mining time there. Keeps his opponent busy.
And it was unfortunate that Kata chose to unsiege but unburrow his Widow Mine right when the drop was coming.
Yeah, very fast third base here from Red Rider.
Yeah.
That's just gonna seal his lead up even more. Supply is starting to take shape for Red Rider. He's up 63 to 53, so while it might not seem like a ton, it's quite a bit this early in the game for a TVT.
But what I like for Kata in this position is the SCV count. Like Red Rider didn't make like
Ooh, great
behind it.
position here from Kata, catching these forces off
Yeah.
guard here. The SE count is down a little bit. One tank is going to be focused down here. Looks like Kata's going to pick up and get out of there.
All right, that's a good move.
Yeah, the SCV count's almost the same. Was able to get a tank there, but I mean, there's a third base earlier for Red Rider. He does know that that third base is up, so he's going to try and hit from this side. He doesn't have a lot to work with, just 2 tanks.
But
So
the
I don't
micro's gonna
know
be important.
if he should drop them. Free damage is always nice.
Alright, and now he can drop in the main. Not in
Yes.
the main, but in the natural, which is really good.
The SCVs are like, no, not here, boy. It's my house.
Don't have any spot to drop. But he's not
If
moving
he separated
his,
the tanks,
yeah.
he might be able to... Oh, there he goes. He gets a couple SCVs and denies mining, so that's a good decision there. That's what Kata needed for this game. He needed to do a little bit of a harassment to his opponent to get his third base off, to get his army up, so... I like this.
And actually now, like, the supply is still in favor of Red Rider, but Kata did a good job of coming back. And the SCVs, a lot of SCVs gonna go down. He needs to pick up and move out.
Oh, if he goes into these units here, Medevacs can get sniped.
Nice position there.
Unsieged, yeah, the unsieged tank should take it out.
He can pick up.
Oh, he can get those Medevacs with tanks in them if he surrounded Kata's units here. He's not pulling any of his units.
And Kata has the army at the front also.
Like
Ooh.
if these bio units were moved over, like he
Yeah.
could surround the Medevacs so they couldn't get out. Ooh, one tank, one Medevac. Oh, both tanks and
Both
Medevac go
tank.
out.
The
Good
Medevac,
run, so.
I think the Medevac can make it if he used the boost.
The clip Banshee going and taking down that tank would be huge, but he's not focusing it. Does go down. Okay, supply is almost even now. It's 78 to 80.
Third is up for Kata. The SCV count is actually in favor of Kata right now. But
Yeah.
the army is a bit in favor of Red Rider in the Marine department, but in the tank
And
count,
they have plus
it's
1
more
attack
Kata,
too.
yeah.
For Red Rider. Yeah, I mean both players seem pretty even right now. 6 Marines on the way here from Red Rider. Looks like his production might be a little bit
I think
stronger, but I could be wrong.
I think he will go for a Doom drop in the main, seeing the position he's taking right now.
Yeah, and Kata has 40 workers to 30 of Red Rider. Yeah, he needs to do good scouting and find good positioning. I feel like that's TVT in a nutshell. Just
Yeah.
knowing where your opponent's army is.
Oh, he's
Or
moving
when
out.
drops are coming.
He's out of position. He should
Okay,
react
so this-
pretty quickly. Alright. Good
If
reaction
he
time.
stems underneath those Medevacs, he can get that whole entire army. That's good. Good
That's
for
good.
Kata.
Really good trade there.
Yeah, he takes 20 supply lead there. So he's going to retreat with the rest of his forces back to his side of the map, while Kata's going to be looking to push out. These Medevacs are going to get caught out though by this bio. That's huge.
That's huge, yeah.
But one does get away. He has one sieged up tank here. Banshee does scout with where his forces are. Oh, these siege tanks got sieged, so that bio should be vulnerable there from Red Rider. Yeah, the medevac count too, being so low for Red Rider, it's going to be hard to find good positioning with the siege tanks.
And he won't be able to steam either.
Yeah, just being able to move your tanks with medevacs is such a good thing for TVT because you just find better positioning. Having more tanks and having medevacs to lift tanks is just so much beneficial. Yeah, I'd say the economy is just so much more ahead for Kata. 46 workers to 29.
Yeah, actually Red Rider, but the Red Rider has 10 mules, so I think that's making up for it. Yeah, the 10 mules like are
Each
if you
player
look at the
has
income.
You can't count mules into the equation.
Yeah.
Alright, big engagement here in the middle. Looks like Kata's have a little bit more, but this fight's really close. Marauders are tankier and are able to push him back. They get a shot on that last tank here, and Kata pulls up 100 supply to 50. This is just looking so dominant here for Kata.
Kata's going for an underbase.
Yeah, I don't know what Red Rider does in this position. He has a little bit more air dominance with more Vikings, but as far as the ground army go, he's just outnumbered.
Yeah, and even in the air, he has like one more Viking. But I think the huge part here is the saturation and the SCV. Like Red Rider didn't take the opportunity to make more SCV. So even if he was so much ahead in the beginning of the game, Kata went like he he took his
Macro.
third. Yeah. So in the macro department, he fell a little bit behind, and now we see the story there. Like the supply
Kata
is
is
practically
a
doubled.
platinum
Yeah.
macro monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Viking count's gonna be what is it? 2 to 5. So Red Rider will have air advantage. I know that played a huge part in Heart of the Swarm
Mhm.
TVT. Obviously, it would help to have more air dominance in Legacy, but I'm not quite sure if it's the same power as Heart of the Swarm, so we'll see. But I just expect this army to get crushed if he moves out like this.
Yeah, I feel it's huge when the army is equal, but since the army is so like not small but smaller, I
Oh,
think
right on
those
top of these
units, yeah.
tanks. Kill the rocks. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, they just get stranded in there.
yeah.
He could use it to his advantage. There's no medevacs out here for Red Rider. One of them is moving off to the side, but this other half's going to be picked off too. He finds it. This is going to be game, folks. Kind of playing so well to come back into this game. Yeah, if you remember, he was down 10 workers. It was like 27 to 17.
Yeah.
And he was down a base. Red Rider got that faster third base too, so this for Kata is huge. Just come back.
Taking into the tank. The rocks are down, but
Oh, they get a tank for free. Yeah, there's just too much stuff here, but he's gonna try and hold on as best he can. There will be a little bit of a flank coming from the back. These tanks aren't sieged up yet.
but the units are so much low health that
Look at that hero Banshee. It's a corporal with 9 kills.
yeah. And he was like at 20 HP for the longest time. And GG's called. Kata takes a win again. Pretty good game there.
Yeah, they kind of used the map to their advantage. First, Red Rider sent that drop down to the natural position and got a lot of work done there. And then Kata responded similarly with drop to that area. So good play from both players. Really close game there for a while.
Yeah.
All right, so SIClan leads now 2-0. Olive Tree, can't find it. We'll see if he had any luck.
Alright, so we'll see the first diamond for
Okay. Do we have any more diamonds on right now?
uh let me check. Dark Temper is gonna play.
Will he play?
Yeah. I think he's watching the stream right now. So we'll have oh, Mithras is on also.
Here, message both of them and see if they're interested. It's actually a lot of fun. It's not too much high pressure. Um, just a way to play a little bit competitively while having fun. So, okay, Prime Terraces is the map choice from the Art of Warfare.
Do you like the new
Interesting.
Cryon?
Yeah, I like it better because, well, in ZVZ I like it better because it is a little bit more safe. But for the other matchups, I think it's just an advantage for Protoss and Terran.
Mhm.
Um,
But the I think the timing and I don't know. I vetoed it because I don't really like how the games is turning out on Prion personally
against which,
against
uh,
Terran because Mass Marine is so effective against against Zerg when like
yeah.
you don't have enough base and like if he's killing your third base like basically you still have the money but you don't have any larva to make so I'm not sure if you should go like at least one or two macro hatches. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the only thing I can really think of is taking your third base earlier. Um, but if you're struggling versus Terran on that map, I got a cool strategy for you.
But
It's
I just veto it. But yeah, go ahead. I might change it, but for today, I played two games on it and I don't like that map.
the strategy is a proxy hatchery at their third base, their
Mhm.
third gold, right up that little ramp. You get a proxy hatchery and an early roach warren, and you just build roaches off your proxy hatch
Mhm.
and a queen. So you spread creep, you have a queen, and you have roaches that you morph to ravagers, and you just like kill their wall because they're almost um okay. It's keyed already.
Nakata, you mean?
Yeah, Kata. Okay.
What? Dude, you're not in the right chat.
Am I not in the right chat? I
Yeah.
hadn't realized that. Everybody's so antsy.
All right. Oops. Let's turn back on the overlay. All right, I'm getting the hang of it.
Okay, so if anybody doesn't know already, last week they changed the natural base from gold or from blue to gold, and the third base from gold to blue. So it just makes that natural expansion pretty even for other races besides Zerg.
We see something cheeky going here.
Okay, so spawning on the top left of Prion Terraces, representing TAW, it's our pink Zerg player, Scherzo.
And spawning on the bottom right for SIClan, we have Kada.
And what on earth is going on here? Looks like we have 4 cheeky drones moving in. Workers being pulled against these drones. I don't know what exactly he's hoping to accomplish here. We don't see an early pull from Scherzo. So there's going to be no Zergling follow-up.
Was it a misclick?
I don't think so. Maybe he's trying to get that proxy hatchery.
Yeah, but
Or
he's walled in. Or either it's to deny mining time.
yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose if you're also being denied mining. I don't know what his game plan was here. Losing 2 of those drones. Meanwhile, he doesn't have hatchery or a pool. Looks like he's going to try and get the hatchery now. Yeah, this is very strange. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Um, yeah, maybe he's just trying to throw the Terran player off his build. If you throw him off his build a little bit, get him rattled up, maybe he forgets to put down a supply depot or puts on a later factory or something. Um,
But I
that can
mean,
be a strategy here, but hard to tell. You will have that earlier gold up, so that will be nice. Doesn't look like Cat is really taking advantage of that extra gold right now. Yeah, if you look at the units lost tab, it's now up to 250 resources lost for the Zerg player.
yeah.
So that's not cheap.
And I'm not sure what this did accomplish. Okay, he denied the gold base.
And he's taking that base too. I don't really like Sherzo's strategy here. Um, I mean, he could have taken that other gold base there, but he's denied his own tech here for so long. It looks like Tech Lab will come down in that factory. Could just see tanks out, which is a good choice with this map. You can get some good positioning with siege tanks to help defend that natural. Baneling that's coming down too. Could this be a Baneling bust? Or maybe he's just playing that Ling Bane style as opposed to Roaches.
With 3 base, I think it's possible. And especially with the gold base, so...
He didn't really transfer any workers down to that gold base though. But there
Alright,
is
he's
some
transferring right
scrap.
now.
Oh no, these drones have gold or blue minerals in their hands. Not a big deal. Okay, so we see an evolution chamber coming down.
We'll
And
see.
a cheeky overlord,
Yeah?
which could possibly drops. No layer on the way yet. See if he opts to go for like +1 melee, or if he just wants to do drops here. But we have lings moving across the map, so
Plus
to me
1
this tells me
carapace.
he favors Dropper Lord here, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, and he went for carapace.
Really, this is the most strange opening I've ever seen of a Zerg play.
But I guess it's a strange map.
If
with
you
my
get
core count.
+1 on those Banelings, or is it +2, they one-shot SEVs. I think it's +2.
Uh,
Uh,
I think it's +1. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
we'll look that up after the
Yeah.
match, but anyways, Carapace is, I don't really know how much that benefits you.
It benefits
really
in the sense that you can like you can go further. And actually, I really like the decoy here.
Yeah, workers are being kind of clumped up here. That's a
Alright.
huge hit there. He kind of
Yeah.
ran his SUVs right into the Banelings. So he is losing a big chunk there. He's going to have to lift this natural, but I don't see too much else being done from that. Meanwhile, more Lings and Banelings are being morphed. Yeah, we'll see if he just continues this really strong aggression here. 2 siege tanks out, some bio. Banelings are falling. But this tank gets surrounded, that could be huge for the
Yeah.
player.
And a Bane hit.
Another bunker's trying to be thrown up, but that SUV keeps getting picked off. He's dancing Lings in his natural base. Oh man. Looks like he's just making units because he can, because of how much money he has, and then expanding aggressively after that. Layer is just now starting for the Zerg. Gases have not been added on. Looks like he wants to go mineral heavy for these Lings. I don't know, what do you think about this game? He takes this base.
I'm really lost.
Why would he take this base over the gold bit? Like, this is not making sense to me. I mean, I give Sherzo props for trying these unique builds, and he's having some success in denying mining in that natural, but it's just really confusing.
I mean,
He kind of just
he's-
re-lands the base over there.
Yeah. but it's going to be really hard to defend. But I don't think that Scherzo will see it.
He
But
doesn't even
yeah,
have that many drones.
yeah, it's a really weird game. I mean, he only has 45 drones. We're 7 minutes into the game. I guess he's so much ahead though that he can have less drone, but he's taking both gases.
Spires on the way. Um, yeah, I don't know. The starport is up, so if he does scout the spire with a simple scan, he might try to go for liberators. But I don't know. This is a really weird game. It's hard to call.
I mean, he's really ahead, so
Like, look at the saturation of the gases. There's like 2 and 1. And it has spines everywhere.
I mean it's good. But if Kara can get a good split and attack, he can take out one base at least.
Yeah, this is a pretty strong force moving across the map. As far as units go, the Zerg player has 5 Lings and 8 Banelings. That's all. This is just a very unusual strategy. He does have burrowed Banelings here, though. So we'll watch and see if that army gets blown up here by
Yeah,
these
it's
burrowed
gonna-
Banelings. Looks like he is targeting them down, and bad hits. Could have been way better.
Yeah.
How did he see them?
I think when it on borrowed.
He unburrowed them. Oh, he should have hit the detonate button, not the unburrow button. Missing a huge opportunity there. I mean, this is like the craziest strategy I've ever seen.
Oh, you can detonate when they're underground?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Alright, the mutilas come out. There's not too many marines here to help back it up, but there's just enough to push these small amounts away. Spore crawler is in the natural. Looks like this tank and siege tank
Oh
picked
no.
off.
Yeah.
Reinforcements are not on the way for Kata, so it looks like the rest of this army is going to be forfeit. Yeah, if you click on the banelings that are burrowed, you can see the explode button. So he could have done that. He missed an opportunity there, but he is still looking very strong with a huge economy.
But not that much unit yet. He's back to 64 drones though, so
Yeah, it's going to be hard to defend that base. Looks like he's just going to pick up that third base there for Kata. He does have a sizable amount of bio here. And the Baneling count is only at 2. Unit count's only at 5. So, I mean, there's very low army here. The Terran does have a way bigger army.
and he's not making army that quickly. I mean, only 3 meters in production right now. He's taking up real fast.
There's four in one gas and 1 in the other.
Yeah. And this base is not saturated. This base is mined out. And he's
This base is no gas.
yeah. Alright,
I'm very confused. He has 29 workers over here, though.
I mean, he's ahead, so but so it's working. I mean, it's working, but it's really unusual and it really like I feel like it's like Keto playing Zerg. Like really unusual strategy. And oh, the burrow here. But he's on boring.
Yeah, that was a great detonation there from those banelings.
And the mutant
takes out
time, yeah.
I don't even know if I were Terran, like I would make a Raven or not, or because that's like so hard to see. Like you see a little tiny patch in the ground, you always have to be watching out for that.
Yeah. But I don't know. In this matchup, I think seeing him go like a lot of mutas, I would go like liberators and marine.
There's not even a lot of mutas. There's 5.
I guess he's taking up.
Oh wait, there's more than that.
No,
15. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, we don't mind. But yeah, it's really hard because he's really good at denying mining time on the gold base. So that
Yeah, he's just choking out his opponent.
yeah. But Kara is doing a good job though. Like he's on 119 supply.
The missile turret's gonna be taken out easily with no repair. These bio units are out of place. Looks like he's gonna camp a little bit of production. Yeah, this is just a little bit slow for Kata. He knew those Mutalisks were flying around because they were killing off his third base before. Oh my god, he's taking that base. I don't know if he's trolling him or not, but... I think Zergs just have too much fun on this map. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not splitting up his army too well. Kata. These banelings are going to get huge detonation on those SCVs. Well, they're not really doing anything, so maybe not, but he kind of has to split up his army here. Mutalist.
Alright, good split there.
The Zerg player is like just throwing stuff around and hoping it hits, but nothing's really coordinated. Like he went and picked off a missile turret, a couple SCVs, tried for another missile turret, didn't get too many SCVs, but I mean he is just so far ahead. He has 82 drones right now, and like not maxed out.
But I don't understand the 32 drones here, and not transferring them here.
He needs exactly double saturation, because 16 times 2 is 32, so
Yeah.
looking for double saturation for double effectiveness. He's taking this base too because he can get a queen out and start spreading creep from there. Which is genius because even if... well, he's building drones there, so I take that back. But even if Kata wanted to take that base and he'd have to kill it first, then the creep would have to dissipate, which takes a while.
Yeah. And actually the
Yeah, but huge
reinforcement
frontal push.
also. If he's making units from there.
Alright, so the Zerg player has 30 wings and 18 mutas.
Kata needs to split the split. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is too much. There's too much economy there for the Zerg player.
And the third is going, the gold base going down. The fourth's gonna be taken down
Yeah, he's got Hive on the way, or he's got Hive finished.
for a long time, but he's not making
got
any hive
Lot of
unit.
spot.
He,
No.
he didn't make adrenal glands also.
Yeah, he's just having fun. It's like a house cat playing with his meal. Not really killing him, ending the game, but just like toying with him. Yeah, so it's a 183 supply to 74. I think it's more of just an issue of not taking advantage of the economy here, because Keto was kind of, or Kata was forfeit on the natural base early in the game, and the Zerg player aggressively expanded.
But actually, like, what I will really like to see is Kara going for like something, air, like battle cruisers, like I did and I lost. So that can be a possibility if he's towing too much. That can like go the other way because I mean it's gonna be really hard. But
If you look at the units lost, it's almost identical, which is really hilarious. But like the Zerg is just being so inefficient, and he doesn't really care. He just
yeah,
doesn't care, and throw units away, take more bases, throw more units away.
but he's making so much links that, and he's still on 1-1. So like if Kara can realize that and go for a mass widow mine.
Well, it's just there's just too much crap here. Like,
Yeah.
he has more banelings than Kata has Marines plus SUVs.
Alright, we saw a good split there from Kara. Oh, really good split, but still a lot too much Banes.
Yeah, he has 2 Banes for every Marine. That's not good.
And the Banes are gonna take out base again.
And 4 Ultralists are on the way. They won't have tightness plating, so they won't be that effective, but against small bio amounts, just unbeatable. 17 SEVs for 83 drones.
But he's so much open in his base though, so Kara can go one down.
Yeah, Good drop here from Kata.
Yeah.
Probably snipe the space, but the Zerg has 15 more on the way.
And no split. Oh god.
It's 46 supply to 173. Wonder if he types out GG when he sees the ultra. He doesn't type GG.
I think he might be pissed also. We saw some like a little bit BM dancing and everything, so I guess he's trying. Oh, he's GGing. All right, so first win for TAW.
Yeah, very unusual game there.
Yeah.
We'll see if Keto can put up a better fight and maybe take a victory.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back.
Okay, so looks like it's gonna be Keto's map choice. Runes of Saros, Lyriac Crest, Protocol, and Alrina. Okay, did we get any responses back from the Diamond players?
Yeah, Mitris and and who was it? He's not on anymore.
Dark Templar?
Yeah. Oh, maybe he's not even a friend list. Is he on? All right. Dark Templar and Mitris are gonna play for us for a diamond, so we can cast the
Nice.
whole thing.
Alright, Alrina's gonna be the choice here from Keto. Okay, Terran versus Terran on Alrina. Anything can happen.
Uh,
Or it's Zerg, sorry.
yeah.
Terran versus Zerg. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We could see some really crazy things out of
Both players.
Terzo. Okay, everybody, fasten your seatbelts. This is going to be an ultra fast game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Scherzo is quite talkative.
Mm-hmm.
Very friendly person. We'll see if he opens up with some banter. Yeah. Zesty was on last night,
Oh,
helping me with Rudy. We were coaching him a little bit.
nice. He actually coached me today also.
It's cool. What were you guys learning?
We watched some replays and like more of the mindset of the game, which helped a lot.
And then you said you struggled.
No, I struggled before.
Ah, okay, so introducing our blue Terran at the top left of Arena, representing SIClan. It's going to be Keto.
And spawning on the bottom left, representing TAW, we have Cherzo.
Okay, early expansion. Looks like he's going more standard. Yeah, we'll see if the Zerg player goes for an early rush here after this expansion. But Keto exhibits some pretty unusual strategies, especially with his starports. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see if he takes advantage of the short flying distance.
Yeah, and he's been practicing a lot with Liberators, and I think he's became really good with them. So we should see some good Liberator play and Liberator placement,
Mm-hmm.
especially on this map with the small edge, small choke there.
Yeah, it's not the easiest to get behind mineral lines with this, but certainly a lot of airspace
Mm-hmm.
in the other parts. Okay, so the series is tied, or it's 2-2 now?
No, 2-1.
What's that?
It's 2-1.
1-2?
Yeah.
Okay,
depending
yeah,
on-
I thought, okay, Kato was our only player, so it is 2-1. Yeah, Kato showed out very strong for SIClan.
Mm-hmm. And like he said, like if you never played on Prion, the matchup is really weird with the gold base, and Cherzo used that like weirdness against Kata also. So yeah, it was pretty hard for him, but he had a really good run. I mean, he was 2-0, so 2-1, like he basically 2-1, so it's a really good run.
Yeah. I think the map is crazy in itself.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to do such crazy strategies on there. Have some crazy games, but I think he just went ultra crazy style on a really crazy map, which
Which ended up working.
yeah, and it was just kind of too much to handle there. I mean, he had like really low upgrades, really low army, really low drones, but then just expanded
Yeah.
and made ultraless eventually.
And basically he had like enough of army. Alright, so nice scout there, seeing that he has a Widow Mine. He's going for Bane. Bane and Carapace upgrade, so we should see the same kind of play there.
Alright, so the Roach Warren should follow after this, right?
Yeah,
After a potential Wing Flood. Keto's kind of playing scared.
yeah. Not scared, but defensive, which I like. For Terran, it's really good to be defensive. You don't really need to be offensive too much, unless you want to deny the third base. And actually going Hellion here, there's a lot of links getting surrounded. It's not good. But I mean,
He's
at
probably
least
gonna try and counter after this. Yeah, he's going for the counter. The Widowmine shot could be huge here.
I'm not sure if the
gonna
wall
work.
off. I'm not sure if the wall is tight or not, and that's a lot of links, a lot of Banes.
If I were those Hellions, I'd like to go poke. Like, not like expose yourself too much, but just go down the ramp,
Mm-hmm.
see if he gets morphing in 20 Banelings, but this Widowmine's gonna have to be, okay, gets wasted on that one lane. This might be too much. He has to kite like a madman here for those Hellions.
Actually,
He does get the bunker. These Banelings are gonna be forfeited.
good micro from Keto there, killing
Yeah,
all
that's-
that's a bad trade for Cherzo, but he needs to.
He wasted all his larvae into more lings too. Keto doesn't have too many units. I mean, he has a Widowmine coming out, but I really expected him to have more units on the way.
I think his plan was kind of changed, but
Get those SEs. He doesn't have much. He has mules, I guess.
right. good micro there from Keto. I really like his micro. And if he
Yeah.
can use those starport eventually, I think it's gonna be really good. Oh,
Ooh,
but
he
good
loses
bait,
all those
yeah.
Hellions. Looks like these Widow Mines might have a chance to take out the Lynx. Decent connection there.
More lanes coming. And the wall is not tight, so it's really hard for Keto. Those two Widow Mines though. Good placement there. Oh, nice shot. He needs to alright, so Keto left.
What happened to the ending?
Keto
I
just
missed it.
left.
What happened? Did they just everyone with wings?
Yeah. He has his depot wall down, so links were flooding in.
Um, yeah, it was just a dedicated attack. Um, dedicated a lot to it and
Mm-hmm.
tried to get a win there, and it worked. It's such a short rush distance there
Yeah.
that reinforcements are like really quick. Um, Looks like Keto can start drinking.
Yeah.
Drink off that loss there. Forget it ever happened.
Alright, so Dark Templar is gonna be on. Alright, so it's tie now, 2-2. Shares will bring it back for TAW. Which I forgot again. What is it? Teaching of the warfare?
Um, the art of the warfare. The
The
art of
art.
warfare, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're waiting on our diamond player.
Yeah.
Mithras or Dark Templar. If any of you guys watching the stream, if you guys are interested in playing, just hop on and send us a message. If not, I will go ahead and play. Zane or I. Okay, so I will play, or do you want to play?
I can play, but I'm being really bad lately. Let's wait let's wait a little bit for Dark Templar. He told me he was available, so I guess he just went maybe take a break or something.
Alright, the Republican debate's on. Gotta go watch Donald Trump.
Is he actually winning in is he actually the Republican representative?
He lost in Iowa to Ted Cruz, and he won in New Hampshire by like He won twice the amount of votes as the second place person.
Okay.
And South Carolina's coming up next, so he could. He's the front runner by far. And it looks like Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton are going to be fighting out their Democratic spot. Donald Trump's going to bully Canada, steal all your money.
Yeah. We'll see though how that goes.
He'll build like a great wall between Canada and the U.S.
Yeah, didn't he want like a bigger wall? He did want a wall between Canada and USA, right?
Mexico.
Don't they already have a wall?
Like a crappy little fence.
Oh, so like he wants like a good like a bigger wall?
He wants an actual like substantial wall, and he's gonna force Mexico to pay for it.
Yeah. All right, let me watch what's left. Runes?
Ruins, Laralac, and Central Protocol.
Hmm. Oh, Mitras is on. All right, let's put Mitras on.
Okay, I sent an invite a couple minutes ago. Maybe he just it said it declined, but maybe it just timed out.
Yeah, I think it timed out.
Okay, we're good to see a new player play. Dark Templar's on too.
Oh, they both they both came in at the same time. All right, so I guess we have a full diamond lineup. All right, so Mitras is choosing runes.
Alright, so let's get that set up here since I am the organizer of it. I should probably do that. I'm usually the spectator, so this is different.
Yeah, was because I was late of 1 minute.
Okay, 1v1.
All right, so we'll have a ZVZ on runes. I actually really like watching ZVZ on runes because
Really?
yeah, there's a lot of strategy there. I mean, depending on where you spawn and
Oh shit, I keep sending it to the wrong person. I don't really like this chat system.
yeah, it's really confusing.
If you're like talking to 15 people and you skip the name by one person accidentally, like you have to
Yeah.
go through everybody again.
And actually, that's what I don't like in game. Like, since all the whispers are open, like, if you want to talk to someone, like, it's really long and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the chat could be cleaned up, and I would like copy and paste too.
actually we found out why. It's because they put 2/ for some reason. So if you remove them on one, like once, I think you can click them after that. But
Can you?
yeah,
Have you tried it?
yeah, I tried it for the host link. I changed it once in the event, and I like all the other events like changed also. So I'm not sure what's
Cool.
happening, but yeah.
And the portrait from Mithras is
Brood
the
War.
like Brood War, like 15 years of StarCraft or whatever.
Yeah, think so.
That's pretty cool. The original. And Scherzo is just a black man. Okay, so spawning on the top left of Runes of Ceres, it's our SIClan representative, the Blue Zerg, Mithras.
And spawning on the bottom left, we have for TAW, Sergio. Oops. I kind of fucked up the music, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's what you do best. You fuck up the music.
Yeah. But I don't have your cuts. So basically,
Alright. This Overlord's being sent cross spawns. I don't know. I mean, Scherzo is gonna get the first scout on him. If he's smart, he pulls back his Overlord. So once you see the creep there, you just pull away,
yeah.
or you can try to scout see if they took an early pull. Either one's fine. But looks like he's going for the drone scout as well. So interesting decision.
And also interesting build. Did he forget?
Yeah, looks like a 17 pull.
Yeah, but without any overlords.
Oh no.
The overlords is just adding now. So that's like you remember the first build that that Fenner did? Like he was like double hatch canceling until like now. So I guess that's an older build.
Okay. Okay, so that's a very unusual build from Scherzo. But looks like Mithras is going without gas.
And Churzo is
going
going for the like the spine crawler there.
And a cheeky spine coming up. That's a little bit weird. I've seen this happen to me before, and if you let it finish, that could be pretty devastating.
Yeah.
But he will have his own spine crawler, so maybe he won't do as much as he thinks.
Did he see it? Oh, he's not seeing it.
Yeah, it's right on the edge
Alright,
there.
he's
It's hard to see,
right
but
now.
he does see it now. Yeah, it looks like it will be cleaned up here without a problem, but there are Zerglings moving across the map. If you take a look at the work account, Mithras is a little bit ahead. Up 3 drones now, and an earlier hatch with more production. So Scherzo does have the Baneling Nest in gas. So if he decides to go with Speedlings and Banelings, I don't know what Mithras really has for defense. He has
3 queens.
3 queens and a spine. That's gonna be really tough to defend against Banelings. But if he buys enough time for Roaches to come out, which Roaches are going to be his choice, then he's in a better position.
Alright, I like that. He's walling off.
It's not going to be a full wall off though. Pretty much pointless unless you can get that full wall off with the queens. But units, as far as units go, looks like there's not a lot here. Banelings are going to clean up a lot of those wings. This might just be game because he doesn't have units.
Yeah.
14 lings are on the way. I wouldn't GG out just yet. I would try to make roaches because you do have... I guess you don't even have gas. Yeah, it's just gonna be GG.
Yeah. He didn't go with the right build.
This is why you don't go gasless, friends. Gasless will ensure you have a bad time.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Hydra, I think, was going gasless on Prion in one of the tournament. And actually, if you can wall off the ledge with your queens, I think going gasless is better.
Yeah, it's
In the sense that like you
it's
have
good if
more
your
minerals,
opponent doesn't go for Ling Bane aggression.
Yeah,
If they go
yeah,
Ling Bane
obviously,
aggression,
yeah.
you're kind of fucked. Like if okay, so let's say Mithras took his 2 queens, 3 queens, put them on the ramp and hold position, and then made units target fire down the Banelings, he might have had a chance. but he kind of just let the Lings get up into his main.
Yeah.
Didn't pull the drones, and that's whenever you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That
All
wasn't
right.
even cheese, I wouldn't say.
No, it was all-in build or an open build. It wasn't like even 13-12.
It
It
wasn't.
was.
Yeah, it wasn't an all-in. He was definitely droning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a pretty standard like little attack. Once your speed and Bane's finished, you kind of have to make some Banes and push across the map. If your opponent gets too greedy, then you can just kill your opponent like we saw there. But it's kind of standard.
Yeah.
So it looks like Dark Templar will be the last person for SIClan. Um, Looks like Lirlac or Protocol. Scherzo looking dominant,
Yeah. Really
taking
dominant.
down 3 straight opponents in his unusual fashion. I guess last game was his most like standard, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
All right. So the choice will be Leriak, host.
okay, I'm just putting in the Twitch link.
All right.
Alright. Lirelec Crest, my favorite map. See if Dark Templar makes Dark Templars.
I guess that's like Hydra making Hydras.
Okay, let's get this started. How many subs are you up on YouTube?
I think only one today.
What were you saying about the music? You don't have it cut?
No, so it's the introduction, but since it's electronic, it's really like mellow.
Wait, what do you mean? Do you have the files I sent you in Drive?
Yeah, but I didn't make the playlist.
I know. Damn it,
Alright.
Zane, I poured my heart and soul into that.
I know. I know. Alright, so we'll have a ZVP on Lerilac Crest, the new Lerilac.
I'm hoping for DTs. I'm just praying. But after seeing Scherzo's style, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for Ling aggression, possibly mixed in with Banelings.
Mm-hmm.
It's really tough for Protoss to wall off here. And while Banelings aren't too common versus Protoss, you can catch them off guard, like destroy a pylon or a zealot in the wall, and then you have free access to their base. So, we'll see.
I think that build got unpopular because of the pylon overcharge, but since now it changed, it might come back.
Yeah, but we've seen Scherzo go Banelings every matchup so far, so I wouldn't be surprised. But spawning on the top right of Lirlac Crest, it's SIClan's Blue Protoss player, Dark Templar.
And spawning on the bottom right, we have for TAW, Scherzo.
Yeah, so what do you think is the most popular composition versus Zerg for Protoss?
It really depends. You have like kind of three choices, I think. Opening opening adepts, can open Oracle or you can open Phoenix. Obviously, you still have like the all-in Zealot.
Mm-hmm.
So, alright. So, sure, so having a drone scout, which is pretty unusual, unless like you want to make sure at early games where your opponent is for either cheese or just making sure to know what composition he's going for.
Yeah. Which he does see the second gas come down. He sees gateway, no nexus.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's just gonna try to deny the nexus as long as possible, but it's not gonna do anything really.
Yeah, Templar did a good job at damaging that drone. He needs only one hit to kill it, but
So what I was alluding to earlier was like basically just like the styles you can go for, and I think really what's most popular are the Charge Lot Immortal Archon, or like the Stalker Disruptor.
mm-hmm.
But there are also like a variety of all-ins you can go for, like Resonating Glaive Adept is pretty popular. Gateway pushes with Immortal Sentry is also popular, so those are the ones I'm typically seeing, but I don't know if Dark Templar has a Dark Templar twist on his builds. Alright. Scherzo does scout the Nexus coming down. Joining up quite nicely. There's going to be a pylon block on that third base here. Which could be devastating because Zerg typically don't want to expand towards your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So taking this base is a little bit more risky. So that pylon block might be pretty beneficial.
Is it blocking though? It seems out of position. I'm not sure. No, yeah, it's blocking for sure.
Yeah, the top right corner maybe. Okay, that Baneling Nest is being thrown down in Evo Chamber. I feel like that's his style, like +1 Carapace with early Banelings, like for that Baneling bust is pretty much what he goes for every matchup.
He seems to play a little bit like, in a sense, like no regret. I mean, early damage,
Except
really
for
aggressive.
in Zerg vs Zerg, he doesn't get +1 Carapace for his Banelings in Zerg. Like that's the one matchup that would actually make a difference, and he doesn't use it for that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you're saying no regret?
Yeah, I mean, really aggressive early game. Not all in, but like really aggressive. And somehow it's working. He knows his timing. I think that's definitely his style.
Yeah, versus Protoss, he almost always goes for drops.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he has Overlord speed, which I don't know if we saw.
No, I didn't saw it.
Gonna probably go for drops here with Roach Worm behind.
Raining drops.
Yeah, that could be really beneficial if he lands some good connections there on the workers.
Mm-hmm.
There are sentries there, which I like if they're doing a frontal Baneling bust, but he's hitting him where he's most vulnerable. So if this doesn't get work done though, if it doesn't kill a substantial amount of workers, I feel like Scherzo is just so far behind.
But his sentries are out of position.
Yeah, he sends in a decoy in the front, but if he shows them in general, he could be aware of it. So probes are not reacting right now. This is going to be a pretty big damage.
Are we seeing reaction? No reaction.
Yeah, looks like he's going to lose a ton of workers here. Doesn't lose all the workers, so it wasn't horrible, but certainly
yeah, he did
damage.
lost 11-1.
So okay, so he did that damage, but really like he doesn't have a third base in the way. So like worker wise, he's up 10 workers, so he's in a decent spot, but he really could have done more damage if he would have expanded off that.
Yeah.
And he's supply blocked right now. So yeah, I like this decision for Dark Templar to go for a counter push.
There's not much to defend. He only need to make sure he's not walking up with his stalkers, which he's doing now. I think
he put a pylon there.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Alright. And he needs to use like, alright, the sentries are there.
He cuts off that base.
Nice force field. Oh, really nice force field.
Yeah, they weren't that great. Kind of slipped by. Those sentries are taking down from his spine, so it looks like he might just have enough to push it back. He does have the gateway production. He has 5 gateways up.
And that pylon he put at the beginning of the game.
More Banelings. I don't think he's gonna react to this probes.
No.
Yeah. I would have liked to see in that pylon be down there to spot that, and he's just gonna get more and more damage.
Alright, killing. All the natural, all the main. I mean,
Okay, but Dark Templar, if he puts his units together there, he could be pretty good chance to get some work done.
and he
But
can have a good surround there. I'm not sure about that force field. It's not like really beneficial, but it's still a good push. I mean,
a lot of stalkers. He's gonna pull the drones for this. I like that decision
yeah.
for the drones.
But the sentry
Pylon
doesn't have.
overcharge could help. Oh, if you put a pylon up here, how cool would that be?
Yeah.
Put a pylon up on the high ground. Looks like there are enough forces here for the Zerg player. Pylon overcharge could help. See if we can come down. A little bit late. Yeah, the supply is in vast favor of the Zerg player. But there are Protoss units remaining, so don't count them out.
And really good micro from Dark Templar.
Yeah, the longer this game goes, it's not going to be economy, just because he lost so many of those probes early on.
Yeah.
So this is really his only chance, is just to whittle these units down. But there's just more and more roaches popping in. This looks like it's going to be the end of Dark Templar. Yeah, this is why you always have to be aware of minimap awareness, or anything from the opponent on the minimap, because I made the same mistake where I wasn't watching my mineral line and I just thought it was a common overlord.
Yeah.
And I got Bane dropped in my base and lost everything. So you just have to be aware that that is a possibility. Maybe put down a pylon just to see it a little bit earlier. But no third base here from the Zerg player.
Which can be good for Dark Templar.
Yeah, because the Zerg player has had more drones this entire game, but if you're only on 2 base, like, you're gonna mine out and you're not gonna be efficient with that. So if, let's just say Mithras or Dark Templar, sorry, took a third base here, then he could be okay. He does. He is ahead in that department. So if he plays defensive, gets that third base up and running, he could.
And going for the same thing again.
Yeah, with roaches this time.
I mean, it can
That's
work.
not the best. Yeah, that's not the best decision, because your units pop out slowly, and it's not a whole lot of units. It's what, 12 roaches.
But will he get?
Not warping units though for the Protoss.
All right, so it's good. It's going for the third.
There's no pylons there for overcharge. The units are not being pulled right away.
And no cancel. Oh, it's, yeah,
you
he
could
should
save
cancel,
it potentially, but if he just targets it down, then
oh no.
no cancel. And Burrow is in play right now.
All right. So no pylon behind the middle line. Oh, nice recall there. Fast reaction.
So Sherzo is a very scrappy player who uses very unusual tactics and plays to the maps, which is like really good for him. Like he has some really cool strategies. He's not like the macro player. He doesn't really like third bases or anything. Except for that one game, he did have like 10 hatcheries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like he's all over the place.
But I feel like he's investing too much in his aggression. Alright, so I guess he's going for third base now. But it's kind of late, and it's kind of good for Dark Templar. I mean, he's back up. Is he back up in... No, okay. He kind of back up in the probe. He had his third. He's going for the third at the same time. The army is not that big for Churzo either.
No, these Ravagers are going to get caught out. These will be forfeit. They don't get too much done either. There is detection here, so they will be taken out. That observer detecting them. So
And
I like
the Robo
Dark
base
Templar's
down, yeah.
position. Lurkers are out though. Lurker drops coming in. Alright, I take that back. The longer the game goes, it's just not looking so good for the Zerg,
But somehow Churzo seems to have like, it's really like unusual for us to see that, but it seems like that's his style. Like, I mean, everything is following up with like good, like the good follow up. I mean, still using dropping Lurkers.
I feel like with good pylon placement in here and in here, these drops would almost be forfeit. You know,
Yeah, but
like
somehow like
he's not putting pylons down.
yeah.
Like for some reason, it's got to be painful for the Protoss player. He's got
He needs
lurkers
to-
in his main base right now, going uncontested. I mean, he has a decent army. Has to somewhat split him up. He only has one observer on the field. These lurkers aren't getting too much done. Denying money, killing a couple of workers. He might just drop down here again for that third base. Yeah, he needs to split up some units. He's recalling to this base. That's gonna be right on top of lurkers. He's gonna lose units for that. But they should be cleaned up.
Oh, and he's losing all his drop lord.
Interesting choice to go for Colossus here. You don't really see Colossus too much anymore in PPZ.
No, but actually I think it's good against lurkers. If you have the terminal lance.
Yeah, disruptors and immortals are usually the choice though
Yeah.
for lurker. Colossus aren't the worst, but they're just not really good. Yeah, we can see the economies pretty even right now. Like, Zerg player has more drones, but the bases aren't like really saturated properly.
Mm-hmm.
There's corruptors out now. I guess if you see Colossus, you might as well go corruptor. This is a really weird game. They're gonna try and piss on this hatchery, but 3 is probably not gonna be enough here. Again, no pylon, so we can't overcharge around here.
Oh, it might be enough.
No, it's not.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know. If the Protoss can get a scary death ball, he can certainly come back in this game. He does have a ninja base here, so economy will start to favor him over time. Hydralisks are being forfeited in this base right here, going down for free, but Dark Templar thought killing him. Kill them. This is frustrating to watch. Oh, he's going for the Dark Shrine too. Dark Templar living up to his reputation. Look at those Hydras waddled in the entire front door into the back of the mineral line untouched. That's insane.
But actually, it's really weird because Churchill did make like a lot of drones, but he's like oversaturated on like the gas on the third base, not saturated on the gas on the natural. Like,
Yeah, and he's building a ton of spines. I'd like this decision if he was being more economically aggressive. But he's... I mean, how many minerals are wasted? Like 600 minerals and 6 drones went into just those spines, which haven't been used yet.
but I guess he's preparing for the long game.
If you take a look at income, Protoss is actually up 1,700 minerals per minute to 1,100. So the Protoss is doing well. He's got better saturation. These corruptors are going to take a piss on the cannons, but they're going to be taken out for free. Yep, they're losing some there. So I'm liking Dark Templar's position here, especially because he has Dark Templars on the way. Which,
Yeah.
if he can get some, like, it's like, okay, you can kill my workers, but I'm going to send Dark Templar into your base too. Get some collateral damage done. But
Yeah, and
this Greater Spire's on the way though. It's really cheeky. What
that's
were you saying?
that's why he made so much spines. But the thing is, he thinks he's ahead right now. He's seeing like the saturation on the base. Like, okay, I'm on 3 base, I'm going on 4 base. But Dark Templar has a cheeky secret base over there, which can change the game.
Yeah, and he's vastly ahead in supply here. Not vastly, but his
Yeah, but-
army value is better because of the corruptors are all dead weight. See how many Brood Lords can be morphed here? 3. Yeah. So if Dark Templar is smart, you can use multi-pronged aggression and hit him from multiple sides, and not fight into the spine crawlers. Fight away from. I think he'll do well. He does spot these Dropper Lords coming over. If he gets those, that'll be a huge pickup here.
And does he have blink? Yeah, he has blink. You can just blink under them. Blink under
New
them.
record: 41 workers at his third base there for Scherzo. Oh man, that's massive. He's gonna be supply blocked. You lose all these lurkers. This is looking so good for the Protoss player. The only thing is really going in the Zerg's favor is those Broodlords, those 3 Broodlords. Dark Templar being warped in. 3 Void Rays in production currently. This is a huge push. If he denies his 3rd base, I think that's a trade you're happy with for Dark Templar.
Yeah.
If you lose your 3rd base, but you deny the Zergs, that's
And actually,
really good.
like, he has
So
his
many
5th
drones.
base over there, so...
Kill those drones. Oh, the Colossus are
Oh,
gonna kill the
Colossus!
drones!
Oh, no, they're... Oh, okay.
They didn't target. They could have killed all those drones, but they were derping. All right, 3 Broodlords on his opponent's side of the map. Yeah, I like this position for Dark Templar. He needs to be using those Dark Templars to attack multiple places, but
Yeah.
he's using them in his main army, which isn't the worst thing.
But I mean, it's good because he's not revealing them.
Maybe have a proxy base up there as well. Okay, so the queens are getting caught out here. They try to burrow, which is a good move. Detection should be on the way. These spines, these corruptors are useless. You can kill the Colossus and that's it. They're dead weight after that. So
And
the supply is vastly in favor of the Protoss player.
And also, he doesn't have any detection. Alright, he has now.
These blink stalkers need to blink underneath
Yeah.
those Broodlords, or else they're
I
just.
think it's
gonna
just...
be
Alright, good.
Alright, he's targeting down the Broodlords now. That's a good decision. This is just gonna be too much here for the Zerg player. These Void Rays, Zerg players don't build too many corruptors. They're good, but they could just be dead weight.
Yeah, and they cost a lot also. And he's floating a ton of minerals. I mean, a ton of minerals.
Yeah, and his zones can be mined out. I mean, the only thing he has is that 3rd base mining right now, and that's almost mined out. So
Yeah, and the fort... I think the fort... Oops. The fort is already spotted.
he has
So,
Broodlords, Ultralists, and Lurkers, but he didn't make any of them, like a lot of any of them. He just made a few of each. If you would have invested all that money into like a lot of Lurkers, he would have won. If he would have invested in a lot of Broodlords,
Yeah.
he would have won. But he's not. He just made Corruptors. That was the meat of his army. He's warping in units on top of his base. This is a good comeback from Dark Templar. Obviously losing, 10 workers there to Baneling drops in the early game, and then again, a few minutes later. So he overcame a lot to win this game, and this win is well deserved. GG's call. That's gotta feel good.
yeah. That hidden base.
Yeah, I like Scherzo's style though. He goes for the uncanny, more like aggressive, unusual builds, and he had a lot of success with them. But he just needs to realize that expanding off the back of it is where you get ahead. You can't just keep going aggressive, 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 and not expand. Unless you're going for the kill, which is completely okay too.
Yeah. But I'm not sure. Maybe he's used to like kill his opponent there, so like his macro late game is not that like that well. I don't know, defined. I think it could be possible because like those moves usually kills the opponent.
Yeah, that was you kind of saw at the beginning of the Prylon Terraces game, Scherzo's first game, where he went base heavy, but you could just tell like his macro wasn't the greatest because he was floating minerals. His saturations were all off. Like there were just things that weren't right about his macro, but you could tell he was very aggressive and very good with those units. So there's some really strong points in Scherzo's games, but I'd say macro is one area that he could really improve on. Okay, Central Protocol is going to be the last map. This is going to be match point here. This is going to be for everything. The series is tied 3-3. SIClan looking to stay strong. I think we're on a 3-clan war winning streak.
I'm not sure, but maybe you jinxed us.
Yeah, I'm not stupid stitious. But
Superstitious? Alright. But yeah, we've been winning.
Are you stupid stitious?
Nah, but we've been winning a lot of Clanwar lately, so it's good for our clan, and I think a lot of people are like, I mean, we have more active player now, or at least some people somehow like they're like, oh, is that guy in your clan? I'm like, yeah, yeah. Like people are beginning to see our clan on the ladder a lot.
Yeah, and even in qualifiers for WCS, we've had a couple players compete. One of them making it to the not semifinals, but the round before the semifinals,
Yeah,
and playing No Regret. So I think he beat Desro 2-0, and then lost to No Regret
yeah,
3-0. So I mean we've had some players with success, and we're just growing, so it's looking good.
yeah. The
But I
future is
think
gonna
most
be really
importantly,
good.
we're having good competitive games. Like all of our
Mhm.
players, even like I haven't seen Dark Templar play or Mithras, but both players are looking really strong.
Yeah.
The Grass Assassin last week did really well.
Mhm.
So a lot of these players are surprising me, and the quality of players that we have is really surprising.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really like it's nice to have like competitive players, and like I like also the mindset, like we are recruiting people that are like not BMing like not BMing and like nice people, so I like that.
Yeah. So on Central Protocol, spawning on the top left, representing SIClan, it's the red Protoss player, Dark Templar.
And spawning on the top right, we have for TAW the teal toss Marshy.
It's always marshy, marshy, marshy. Okay, and this is another map we've had some changes on recently. So they actually disable the possibility to spawn vertically. So you can only spawn cross or horizontal. And then also they took out the rocks. So the main base rocks, like right here, have been removed,
Mhm.
and that'll enable Protoss players to defend their third base easier. So that's two changes that are supposed to help Terrans and Protoss players.
But I'm not sure if it's helping that much. I mean, taking a third base is gonna be harder
It's hard. I don't think it's harder than what it was, but it's certainly still challenging. But I
because
think
like
it's
yeah, because I feel like especially with Terran, like if your all your bases are in line, like they can see jump just right there and like denying the like reinforcement to your third base,
yeah.
which
Uh,
like yeah.
I don't know. Let's just say you have a three base Protoss and they have these three bases.
Mhm.
All right. Say there's rocks there, and then say there isn't. So which one do you think would be easier to defend your third and your main?
With the rocks here, because you can go faster between here, and like the distance between here and here is so far that you can choose like to go to the natural or
Yeah, I think the point is they don't like. Let's say Zerg attacks them. Like Zerg pushes up and destroys those rocks and just marches their ground force right into your main base. You can lose your main in a second. Now Protoss, like they have the ability to defend their third base, have their army at the third base,
mhm.
while Zerg doesn't have the opportunity just to bust up the rocks and just immediately kill your main and get out. I think that's where it helps, but I really don't know Protoss side of it too well yet. So
Yeah.
I think we're on the Eastern server.
Yeah. Are we? I'm saying yeah, but yeah, it's in
Well,
United States.
I have my settings set for East Coast, so if they're from East, then it should work.
Yeah, but I think he was speaking about us pinging all over the place.
Is that what he was talking about?
I think so, but because the ping should be good.
Oh,
Because
I thought he was talking about the
the
actual ping.
yeah.
Who complains about pings? Come on, man. We're casting.
I do sometimes when I don't know they're casting like, oh, why are you pinging all over the place?
Okay,
Alright,
so
so
looks like Dark Templar got the aggressive or the economic opener, and Marshy's going for the I guess Blink Stalker play with the 2 gateways.
hmm
He's gonna have a Immortal coming out soon, and Warpgate is finishing up with a proxy pylon here. So Marshy's looking to get that early aggression done, and he's gonna have to, knowing that his opponent has that early economy.
Oh, but that Oracle can change the game. I mean, if he can hold that Oracle, I think he can make so much damage.
We have a Fleet Beacon. Like, Fleet Beacon is not what you want to be going for right now on a one base all in. He's gonna get a lot of probe kills here. It doesn't look like a Mothership Core is out. This is gonna be devastating. You should know that this is an all-in. See, is the Immortal. Yeah, this is really good here from Dark Templar. He's gonna take the unit's lost tab. It's 10 workers right now.
Yeah, 10 workers, and actually denying also the push of Marshy.
Oh, carrier's coming out. There's gonna need to be a hero carrier. I don't know the exact build time on that. Looks like 86 in-game seconds, so it's gonna be a while before he gets that out.
I mean, the only bad part is he can sacrifice his natural, but his probe can he walled off, so the probe cannot go back into the main. That's the only bad part about that.
Oh, that's
But
very observant by you. I didn't see that.
but at the same time, that's mean Marshy cannot get in the main base also.
Alright, here he comes. There's 2 pylons here for overcharges. He has Oracle and Phoenix, but he's looking to bypass that. Going straight for this main. This could help the probes out get back into that base, coincidentally enough. This Mothership Core is not reacting. No overcharges are going down. Phoenix are not doing too much right now. The probes are being pulled in to surround.
And the pylons are down.
Yeah, all the pylons are down. It looks like that carrier will knock it out. This is looking very bad for Dark Templar.
That's a
His
really nice
workers-
stasis ward though. Oh, nice.
Oh
Right in
my
time.
god, that's
Really nice stasis ward.
that'll buy enough time for these pylons. This game is crazy, guys. Only here can you see this type of game. Like between Scherzo and Marshy's
Alright.
carrier. Oh
Dark,
my god.
Dark Templar. Oh my god, Dark Templar need to overcharge. Alright, overcharge. She'll be able to hold.
That's all the overcharges though. He blew all of them on 3 zealots. That carrier will it finish? There's 3 pylons. It looked like it will, but these Blink
But
Stalkers
only
can get
one.
underneath it.
But only one carrier. He really needs to micro it well.
If these stalkers are shooting
Holding
the
the
probes,
boys.
he needs to build interceptors too, I think.
Yeah.
Or,
He has
yeah,
the
he's building-
economy, but
Alright, this is all in for Marshy. He has 2 adepts waiting to be queued up for this army. Zealots are taking out all the probes. It looks like there's going to be no probes left. He needs to save what little probes he has. But the gate's unpowered. All he has is 1 carrier. It's 1 carrier versus Gateway Immortal. But he only has 3 stalkers that can shoot up.
yeah. The stasis
warping
ward.
in more
The stasis ward is going down. Oh, nice. But I think the probe count is so low.
He wants a pylon, but he only has 95. That probe needs to return the minerals. Okay, he returns it. He doesn't build the pylon. He needs it. He has an Immortal halfway done.
Does he have a Mama Core?
No.
No Mama Core.
He should have spent those minerals on a pylon. I don't know. It's not looking good. This is a crazy game.
Yeah. Losing the main, and he will lose all his infrastructure.
Yeah, that should be GG. They're just...
I don't know. Like,
You need to keep building interceptors, that's why I say that. If it were a Tempest, I would feel differently, but the fact that you keep needing to build them.
yeah, I mean, I think he will take out the stalkers, but he doesn't have any follow-up anymore. GG's called. Crazy games tonight, guys.
Yeah, some really interesting ones.
Yeah.
Really close series. But TAW does take the victory over SIClan. I did in fact jinx us. But I think we saw a solid play out from both teams. Yeah, he should have, if he would have overcharged those pylons,
Yeah.
powering up all of his Stargates, like, that would have been a totally different game.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he would have built a Void Ray instead of a Phoenix. Or something, just little decisions like that, but he didn't really have a scout on his opponent. until that Oracle got there.
Yeah. I mean, it was a timing because if both of the carriers will have been out, but yeah, really good timing there.
Yeah, just imagine if that carrier never got halted production and it just came out a lot earlier,
Hmm.
and those units were stasis ward. And I think he could have. They would have dealt better if the carrier was out earlier. All right, I think it's 4-3.
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody wanting to watch Donald Trump, go tune in there. Okay. That's it for the night.
All right. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back on Monday for the Clanwar against Dieter. 2 diamond, 2 masters. All right. Later, guys.